Back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask from returns for to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Bbig, Vinco Ventures Inc. And it actually had a huge run in the pre-market and things started to pull downwards. Now we're going to break it all down in today's video, but it wasn't the only stock or sector that was down. We also had the SPY falling, right? You could see it there. Our SPY bot this morning sent us out through the volatility, the bull and bear indicators, but right when the Fed meeting started, that first jump up, it turned out to be a fake out. You could see it pull up here on the screen. It sent us a bear indicator, and in a matter of just minutes to an hour, all these puts went up about 2 to 3x, and this is a new release that we have now here in the community that you can now gain access to as well to navigate through the volatility of the markets with clarity to maximize on opportunities. So we're going to talk about Bbig, but before we do, I want to share with you guys one of the home run opportunities I mentioned a few days back, how it reacted the last few days, and it turned out to be a 20% plus opportunity. And we're going to jump right into it here with Bbig and everything going on with it moving forward, and what are the key levels I'm going to be watching and what 42 Vision and Ultimate 42 Vision is showing. So the home run that I'm going to share with you guys is from the weekly watch list. We don't just share stocks daily. We also share weekly watch lists when it comes to a point that there's an opportunity. And I want you guys to be aware of this. A lot of people think that we just day trade over at the Discord. There's opportunities for swing traders, day traders, long-term traders. No matter what it is, there's always going to be an opportunity. We're going to continue to look for them, strive for them. And if you want to get on early with us, whether it's from the weekly watch list, daily watch list, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So this was the stock from our weekly watch list. This was near its 52-week low, and we caught it at a very impeccable timing, and you'll see it here on the chart. So I mentioned it on the 9th, as you could see there. That was on the 9th of January. The 10th, it bottomed out. It did a double bottom effect there at 150. That's what I was looking for. Started to gain strength, got a bull indicator, and in just a few days, it went up nearly 10 to 15%. Pulled back down and went for another run, hitting a highest point of 20% plus, guys, in a matter of just a few days, in less than a week. If you guys want to get on early with us, whether it's the weekly watch list, daily watch list, or the SPY bot, or opportunities we look for every single day, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So Bbig had huge news yesterday. The cryptide information came out, and I stated to myself, and I even stated it out loud here in the video, it was my thought process that what timing to release all this information, right? Like, why would they go ahead and release it now when the Fed meeting was going to take place and it was going to probably hurt momentum? I don't know if this is going to be a healthy setback here, right? Or set up for the next bull run, because it ate away all the gains it literally had yesterday into today's pre-market and then just came right back down to it. So we have support levels to watch. We have key levels to be aware of. But we're back in the threes. This needs to break through, obviously, 360s, right? And then get through all of that, stay above it, which it didn't. It rejected right there at that area. You could see that it broke through it, lasted about an hour, and then right after, broke through it back downwards, okay? Could not hold there. And then the next point would be up here at $4 and then 440s, right? We've talked about those resistance levels in the last several videos. Now, did it get a bear indicator, or is the bull indicator that popped up way down here still holding true? Well, let's go ahead and pull it up. So the bull indicator here, which is Ultimate 42 Vision, and the bear indicators, you can now gain access to them as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators to receive the clarity you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, guys. You'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together, as well as receive the updates on the daily watch list, weekly watch list, and have the premium indicators to navigate through the volatility and maximize on the opportunities. Check out the link down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators. So we are under a bear indicator now, right? The bull indicator got canceled out, came up here around 280s, and then it went all the way to highs here of 377. If you do the math, that right there alone is about a 30 to 40% plus jump, okay? Pretty big jump until the next bear indicator. So to have traded this from way down here to where it is now, that is some strength. That was an opportunity. But if somebody's holding, or somebody has been averaging on their way down and their average is still higher than these levels, this wasn't much for them. This was not even the great time to release this information. So I always thought, like, since yesterday, is this even going to be healthy for the stock? Because the stock needs to break through 360, turn it into a support, get to $4, then $4.40, and then we could start talking about $6 where the rejection started. Because the last time we got that bull indicator when momentum started, this was the way it looked so clearly. It was way down here, right? We had extreme weakness on 42 vision, which is white with red borders. And then we started to get strength here, which is green. You could just see how much strength back to back for about 4 to 5 days. We had a bull indicator since way down here at 226, and it lasted all the way up to the peak until that first bear indicator popped up on the 30-minute at 580. And there you go. Things have turned around. We have had back to back extreme weakness, and every single time white with red borders pops up, I've always stated we could see some type of reversal, but some are weaker than others, some are stronger than others, and if no bull indicators pop up in these reversals, they're not strong enough. They did move. They moved about 10 to 20% plus, but the bigger picture, we're still under a bear indicator, and this was their direction, right? So we finally got a bull indicator. That was pretty exciting on the 24th, and then we had extreme weakness, so we were beginning a pretty strong reversal. We got that bull indicator. Things went up. Things went slightly down. This right here was not that strong. That was a lot of people actually cutting losses, or people that averaged down on the way down and said, I'm out, or people that said the first little jump they saw, I'm holding too long, I'm going to get out, or some that actually traded from here to here, and that was about it, right? If they bought, contracts throughout that day and they got out before the end of the day or whatever it is, that it just created volatility there and it hurt momentum to the upside. Every time you see that, that's not strong. This is strong, right? Back to back, back to back. Yeah, it's just a little cool off, but no red, right? Those were green with red borders, and then reverses back up and just continues. We didn't get that this time. So that's how you know this bull indicator was not strong enough. A lot of investors were not as confident because they rode it all the way down, okay? And every time this stock tries to go up, which I've discussed it in the Discord, it's going to have a rejection at the newer resistance levels, because there's people up here, and even around this area right here and right here that are looking to get out because they've been averaging down on the way down. And if their average cost is close to anywhere these levels that the stock reaches, whether it's 314, 360, 350, 340, $3, 330, they're going to want to get out because they've been holding for the last several days. And if you actually watch my videos, you would know that this has been under a bear indicator since the peak. That was a very clean move there of almost 2 to 3x. And to the downside, puts have been printing since that bear indicator. So when you're in the stock market, you can't just think about, one side. You got to think about both. And that's the awesome part about 42 Vision, to be able to navigate through the volatility. This was another opportunity here to go ahead and maximize on call options. And now we have a bear indicator. Does it signify that this bear indicator is strong enough to destroy the chart? No, not just yet. We're going to talk about the key levels I'm watching before this bear indicator actually becomes significant. So let's break it down. This bear indicator, regardless, is significant, but where it becomes insignificant if there is some strength, right? So the lowest point that the stock went today was all the way down here to 291, which is literally the support of 292. Bounced off of it. That right there is some strength, even though it ate away all the profits that happened up to the upside here. And strength, well, it actually ate it away, came back down, and it's trying to bring itself back up. Okay, that happened. Now, bigger picture, it's still bringing itself up in that staircase effect from these levels. If it can continue to bounce and go higher, that is going to be a big sign of strength. Now, we have 360 still as a resistance level, guys. That needs to be broken through. Once it gets broken through, like I stated earlier in the video, $4, $4.40, and then we can start talking about other levels. But to the downside, we want to stay away from 292, 291, worst case scenario 282, and see how the stock is reacting within that area between 290 and 280. And when you pull up the 4 hour, this is how you see if there is still some strength, right? So the 4 hour has been under a bear indicator since way up here at 468. We're trying to reverse here. We went into green, and I stated that this right here was a pretty big bar. It needs to be just as big next to it. You could see it got smaller, and you could see how we're shifting into red. But this is the interesting part. This red is pretty big, but this one's pretty small. So if this could reverse back up towards red with green borders or dark green and picking up some pace to the upside, that is going to show some strength and continue in that direction. And what I'm going to be looking for is that bull indicator to negate this bear indicator and continue that upward momentum. That is probably the most important thing right now. If no bull indicator pops up throughout this whole entire volatility back and forth, and we have trouble breaking through 360 and staying above it or reaching $4, and there's no bull indicator within all that movement, and things are pulling right back down, and the 30-minute continues to look weak, that is going to be significant. Now, the 1 day, you could see that things are trying to shift back up. We've been under a bear indicator since way up here at $4.40, brought itself down, came up. We have that dark green with red borders, but guess what? We have a really small one here, but that's green with green. If that can continue, okay, we're going somewhere. If this doesn't shift right back down, or dark green with red borders or red, there might be some strength here. So the 1 day is showing that it's trying, okay? The 4 hour is showing the volatility, but we're under a bear indicator. It needs to be negated by a bull indicator. And the 30-minute within the volatility, we're still seeing some upward movement, but we are under a bear indicator temporarily as long as we stay above 280s and 290, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.